Alright guys, time for another pickup video. Now I know that I said that these videos would be thrift sales and pawn shop finds, but you know, I'm not going to try to label it for every place that I've gone to, so some of these are from game stores. That's okay. Anyhow, these are kind of from about the last month or so. I picked some stuff up and I just haven't done a video, but I want to do it all right now. So the first place I can remember going to is this shady-ass pawn shop that's just tucked together, and there's just so much stuff there that hasn't sold for forever. And there's really nothing there for me, but since I got a Dreamcast not too long ago, I decided to look for some Dreamcast games, and I went there and I picked up one game, and I debated on the price. I thought it was fair, but I got Trick Style for $6. I didn't know at the time if this was a good price or not. It's in great condition, brand new, but I went to a game store later that day and I saw it for $1, and I wanted to chop my nuts off and put them in a vise. But anyhow, I got the game, and it's in good condition. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna bring it back because it's a fucking pawn shop. So anyhow, they did also have a copy of Evil Dead 2, Fistful of Boomstick, but he wanted $10 for it. He didn't even have it marked, and I asked him, you know, what's the price? He looked on eBay, $10. I don't even know a fair price, but I don't want to pay $10 for it. I went to another pawn shop, and I saw it, and they had it was 10 or 20% off deal for Christmas, and this was $8.95. I got it for like $7 or something like that, so it's $7.55, yeah, receipt right there. So, instruction manual is in great condition. The case could be better, but I love the fucking Evil Dead. Love it to death. Bruce Campbell is awesome. The movies are great. I can't go wrong with that, so that is cool. Then I found out later that we only have one game store in our town other than GameStop or even in like the next town. So it's a new game store that opened up, and I really want to support it. I want it to be good. And I was driving by, I was actually cutting to another pawn shop, and I saw that, oh fuck yeah, the game store's on this street, right? I didn't see it last time. I saw it, I went in there, and it was cool. I was really surprised. They give you more than the other game store. Like, the other game store gives you about a third of what it's worth. This game store will look it up on Amazon and give you about half of that. So, I was like, fuck yeah. So I went there that day, I bought some stuff, and I brought in some stuff the next day for trade, just because I wanted to trade some stuff in and get them going, and that's when I found out that they would give you half price. So I'm going to be going there a lot from now on, just because it's a better fucking sales model, I think. Anyhow, I'm going to show you the stuff that I got there. And there was some kind of weird deal, too. It was like, buy one game and get the next half off. So I can't remember exactly how much these cost. I think I paid like $68 or something. God, I really cannot remember. And I'm missing a game right now, too. So, first one I got was Biohazard Battle for the Genesis. I've not played it. I understand that it's a shooter, from what the guy told me. I'd like to give it a shot. It looks pretty cool. That was $3, I think. Game Genie for the Sega Genesis, I think $6, I think. Then I got Ecco the Dolphin, $3.99. I have played the Ecco the Dolphin for the Sega Genesis a little bit, but looking at the back of this, it just looks like the environments are so cool that I want to give it a shot just because it looks so fucking cool. Then I got Burri Fighter, and they did have a system there that played all three of the retro games, the SNES, NES, and Sega. I gave this a shot, and it did look like it was a pretty hard shooter, but it was a decent price. I think like $4.99. And the next one I got was Dizzy's Adventure, a Camerica unlicensed cart. It was $7.99. Not a bad price, I don't think. I don't know. It's just too fucking cool to not buy, even if it was a little overpriced. The guy behind the counter actually said, like, "Oh, are you buying that, Mr. Dizzy?" Damn, I had my eye on that, so I knew I made a good fucking choice. And what I also got was, let's see, a box copy of Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man game for the Super Nintendo. It does not have the instruction manual, which I was kind of disappointed about, but I think I can get that someplace down the line. It does have the cartridge, and the box isn't in too bad of condition. It is a little beat up. I don't know. I love Spider-Man. I collect the Amazing Spider-Man comics, so just having this is pretty cool. And then, finally, Final Fantasy for the regular Nintendo. This was $14.99. This is the big, next to this, they're both the same price, but I think this is a little bit cooler. I have been playing it a little bit. I've never got the chance to play it before, so that's pretty cool. I'm happy to have it, and they didn't do me wrong there. The label is in great condition, and I'm just happy that, like I said, there's another game store in town. So, oh, finally, wow, from them, Keith Courage and Alpha Zones for the TurboGrafx 16. I don't have a TurboGrafx 16. I'm gonna get one someday. I know that. So. Yeah, $2. So after that, I went to Pawn America, and I didn't see much, but I did get. You know what? Fuck that. I didn't go to fucking Pawn America. This was from the same store. Resident Evil Code Veronica for $6. So all that was $68 plus some weird, I don't know, 25% off half the games that I bought. So I don't even know. It was like $50. I didn't do bad. Next, I went to a pawn shop a few days later. They never have really any new games, and what I saw was a few new games down there, but there was nothing I really wanted except I had heard about this. It was Green Dog, the Beach Surfer, and I got it for $2.95. I'm sure it's not worth any more than that. It's probably worth a lot less, but I had heard some decent things about it, so I wanted to give it a shot. And then finally, from locally, I got an auction that had some Sega Saturn games, and nobody around here has a Sega Saturn. I mean, like, nobody around here is. I've never heard of anybody even. I rented one once back when I was super little. So for $6, I got these two games, D and Myst. Now Myst does have a crack in the front. It still has your little styrofoam insert, and both are in great condition. D is a little bit more scuffed up, and it does come apart a little bit in the back here when I take it apart, but it still has the styrofoam insert, and God, both are just in immaculate condition. I could not be happier for the price that I paid. $6 for both these games. I understand this D game is, is it like $15 to $20 or something? Couldn't be happier. Alright. Well, let's just hold on for 1 sec. I'm going to have a line of Kugels. It's from my hometown, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, so give it a shot. Actually, don't give the original a shot because it's not that great. I have a tolerance. But any of the specialty brews that they do is great. But what I'm going to do, and I know I said finally fucking a million times, is to show you the end of the day stuff that I got actually today. I went to Pawn America with a friend because it's 2V Tuesdays, 2 DVDs for $3, and I picked up just Orgasmo. Everybody knows what Orgasmo is, so I'm not going to get into that. Now you're a man, a man, a man, a man. And then I got Arse Marks 2, 11, I don't know. It looks kind of like a CKY-esque video. Arsmarks is back for his final adventure, and of course, we pull out all the stops. See the death-defying bush dives, roof dives, and bridge dives. Best montage ever. Skate footage from 5 people, including Bean's broken heel. And see skits like Ninja Warlord, Ready for Love, Smashing Christmas Ornaments, How to Blow Up a Printer, and of course, the final days of Smiley. The final Arsmarks is here. It looks like some fucking faggot British kids, but it's got skating and fucking dives, so it might be good. Hybrid Heaven for the N64 for $1.99. I don't think I did too bad at that. And finally, when I say finally, I mean it. This is the best deal that I've got from a friend. He's a little down and out, but I did not try to rip him off. He's starting a new job, he needs some cash, and he does not play video games. His aunt gave him some Super Nintendo games with the Super Nintendo, and I told him, hey, I'd be interested. I offered to give him $30 for just one game, but it turned into 2 games, and then when we got to looking, he had a manual and some maps for each of them, so finally what I got was Final Fantasy II with the instruction booklet and the map, and Final Fantasy III with the instruction booklet and the map. You're going to have to trust me right here. Oh, there it is. I dropped it on the floor, but I have the map. I got those games, both of them, with the maps and instructions for $38. I could not be happier right now. I thanked him a million times because, seriously, that's just great. I cannot believe that I just can't believe it. I've had both these games before, back in high school when I was younger, and I sold them for nothing. I think I sold Final Fantasy III for like $12 or $14. I can't even remember. But yeah, that's kind of been the haul for the last month or so. I hope more good things are coming my way. You just got to keep your eyes open, and you will find something. You got to go places every day. And I don't make them there, but that's what everybody says, right? So, anyhow, thanks a lot for watching, and, yours is waiting for you. Have a good night.